Okay. Cables. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Bloodborne. Of course, my name is Acting Relic, and we are continuing on where we left off, where we had just got to the Nightmare of Mensis and begun our ascent up its tower, I suppose, best way to call it. Hopefully things sound better. I've moved my mic away from my PS4, so if it spins up, hopefully that will be not picked up as much. Also, as you can see, I've changed my outfit up a bit. I've gone with the Charred Hunter's body. I have the choir gloves on, hunter legs, and the Yarnum hunter cap on, because I think it looks quite good. So, let us return to the loft and deal with what comes. I've been playing this game a lot in the last couple of days, and I can't wait to be able to get to the DLC because there's a lot of good stuff in the DLC. Alright, so we will not be keeping this outfit on, as we will be switching to the full choir set. Because the one thing that is not implicitly explained in this game is that while like most of the game, it doesn't really matter what you wear in costume wise, it does matter in the way of certain defenses. So the choir set has the highest magic defense in the game, I believe. Now we got these really interesting skeleton-like dudes. Except for they're not really skeletons. They just kind of act like Dark Souls 1 skeletons. And when I say that, I mean only certain ones. There we go. Alright. Let us enter here and face off against this boss. So, this is Mikolash, host of the Nightmare. Mikolash is both one of the coolest bosses in all of Bloodborne and also one of the most annoying. As you can see, this boss encounter is different as it is structured more like a maze. I don't think there's a single boss in all of the Souls series, including like Demons, Dark 2, that is like this. So to actually fight him, you have to get him to these points. Then he'll actually fight you. Now, Mikolash is a magic user, and that's why I put on the choir set. And then you want to get rid of these guys. And then go to toe with him. Now, weapon-wise, he's actually not that powerful. All he's got really is that Augur of Breedus. And if you pull it off properly, that was strange. I should have gotten a backstab there. You'll also notice that he is, at least with the cage on his head, he's dressed the same way as the person that we used to get into the Nightmare of Mensis. So, new game, He's not that bad, I gotta say. It's New Game Plus where it starts to differ. Because in New Game Plus, his damage output becomes... And this can happen also, where he'll just stay in the corner for some reason and just not move. So, boss defeated, right? Pretty easy boss. Nope. 2-stage. But this one is different. Now you have to fight him. You have to find him and kill him again. Restock on blood vials. Run around these guys. I will be coming back to this location because it is quite important that I do so. Now becomes the annoying part. Because, of course, he starts doing this. Like, the first time I fought this boss, it was really cool. However, subsequent playthroughs, especially in New Game Plus and whatnot, this mechanic becomes less fun and just more annoying. But I will take that. That is a useful key that I will need later to get some of the best items in the game. There you are, you son of a bitch. Get back here. Alright. Go this way. This way. And you're gonna do that. See, like, this is why I don't really like Mikolash, is that he gets to this point where it's just annoying. Like, the gimmick is cool, don't get me wrong. Like, as bosses go, this enhancement is not a bad thing to use. The hell is he? Did he move? Yes, he did. Now, the other problem with this boss is that I have found over all my playthroughs, his pathing can begin to screw up. That means, like, just the AI's ability to go where it's supposed to starts to mess up. And by the looks of it, he might be in this path. Would you please, sir? There you are. Would you please go through the goddamn door? There you go. Now you're starting to get it. Huh. Not bad. That's actually not what's supposed to happen. He's supposed to run in there, lock himself in there, and you're then supposed to go up to the very top and then drop down on top of it. But I'm perfectly fine with this. And we get his hat. there's the bridge that will take us to the rest of Mensis. Alright. So, before we do that, let's go grab one of the important items that this location happens to have. Which, if I can actually path my way over there properly, I'll actually be able to find it. If I know where the hell I'm going. I think it's, what is it? Up, and then here we go. So take out those two guys. This staircase actually descends down this way. Get back here, you son of a bitch. Down them both. Nice. Sedatives. 3 chunks. Indeed. Now, come on. Shit. Timed that wrong. Gotcha. The second moon rune. This gives you 20% more blood echoes. Let me just do one thing quick here. 1, 2, 3. Let me just do one thing quick here. 1, 2, 3. Alright, it's in sync. Playback on Twitch is just lagging slightly. So many times do I get frightened by the playback speed of things. Making sure stuff is in sync and whatnot. Alright, where the hell do I go? Oh yes, I went to the wrong location. So, like, the thing is, the area here is effective because it is a very good maze. The trouble is that, like, it's fun the first couple times, and then it just becomes annoying. And you never really want to describe a boss as tedious, but sometimes you have to. Mikolash can be tedious. Gratefully, I did not encounter the thing that makes him tedious. Alright, let's head back to the Hunter stream. point. Let's put it into arcane. Because in the background, I've been using the chalice dungeons to level up all my stats, including trying to get to higher arcane, because now I believe with 15 arcane I can use the empty phasma shell and the hunter's bone, two of the most powerful let's just use that. Is that enough, or do I need more? 3-7. Okay. Just a few more souls. Go with 2 of those. There we go. Alright. Pump Vit at this point. Like, since I'm nearing the DLC, I need to start upping my Vit. Cause yeah, metal. Because stuff in the DLC is cruel in its attack patterns and damage amounts. Yeah. So I think, like, I was thinking about it today, how this playthrough is going to continue once we get towards the end of the base game. Obviously do the DLC before the end of the game, and I think then it might go into a bit of chalice dungeon stuff, because there's definitely stuff in the chalice dungeons to show off, including a couple bosses that are really quite interesting. Send that down. There we go. And look, it's our old friends, the Shadows of Yharnam, back as generic enemies. That was really dumb. You know what? I should parry him. Yeah, there we go. Alright, you horrifying monstrosity of a pig. Gotcha. So, sadly you didn't get a good look at what that pig looks like. It looks like that. If I can get these pigs to come close. These pigs have a lot of eyes. And they are terrifying. And therefore I'm not going to fight them. Also, their damage at this point in the game is quite high. Nope. I want to go the other direction. Up here. And then jump. Come here, you son of a bitch. Gotcha. More chunks. There we go. Sinister bell has been silenced. Even more chunks there. And then up here, more shadows of Yarnum. I like how they all turn at once. I think that's a cool feature. Oh, how kind of you. Will you please not do that? Gentlemen, to your attention. Right, let's go pay a visit to Piggy's over here. First, grab some really good loot. Now comes the tricky part. Now that they've actually spotted me. Get in there. Yep. Oh, iframes, I do love you so. Here, iPig. Here, iPig, iPig. Thank you. Thank you for that frenzy. It was quite nice. Alright then. And yeah, and there's stuff over here. Nourishing damp. Alright. Well, that was a good run. I've never actually pulled that off that cleanly. And now one of the more interesting parts. Now, we have not seen this woman since we beat Rom. And she seems to be concerned about something up there. We will get into what that is in just a second. I'm going to head back to the Hunter's Dream. Cash in these souls, and then go see what she's looking at. All right. Now let's do that. 31. And head back and deal with what is going on. Since I now have access to this thing, might as well use it. Alright. So, the mother downstairs was concerned with her child, but it seems something else is guarding her child. Margot's wet nurse. So, the child, obviously Margot, is being guarded by this thing. This creature of Eldritchian horror. So this boss takes after one of the only good bosses that the Dark Souls 2 team ever made, which is Dark Lurker. Not only in design, but in a certain characteristic that will be shown off later. There's part of it, the teleportation ability. But the wings as well, definitely. It's this. Within this shadow mode. Now currently, she won't do it at this health. And also, the best tactic here is not to fight it. As where the boss is rather tricky to tell within the shadow. And it's not worth being hit. Because Margot's attacks are tough. There we go. Like that. I don't know how much it does on NG. I'll tell you right now. It is not kind on NG+. It's one of the only attacks that she has, besides this one, that is a near instant kill. At least on high levels of New Game Plus. Alright. Once she starts doing this, get behind her. If you can get behind her. Never seen that move. That's a new move. That's pretty cool. Alright, teleport. Where are you now? There you are. Yep. And that's the kind of damage. She can just decide in the middle of her swings to go for the third. 2, 3. No, it might just be health-wise that she'll just start doing 3 instead of 2. Now, if you want maximum damage, I believe Bolt Paper does the most. I could be wrong, but I think she's weak against Bolt. 1, 2, just 2. Alright then. Alright, now run. Because this is where the other Dark Lurker part comes in. There are now 2 of them. It's just a shadow copy. So, key here, if you just run in circles around the arena, you should be outside the range of most of their attacks. Hopefully. Sometimes you are, sometimes you are. There we go. And the fight is over. Nightmare slain. And one of the 3/3 cores. Now, each of these have a different one. Yeah, here we go. This cord granted Mensis audience with Murgo, but resulted in the stillborn of their brains. So, the child that was there was going to be yet another great one. And the woman in white is her mother. We will not be seeing her for quite some time. That is Queen Yarnum, the queen of the city that we come to in the very beginning. She is within the Great Tumaran Chalice dungeon, which is a depth 5 chalice. Depth 5 is not a joke. Depth 5 is the location I've probably died the most in all locations. So, the dream is now on fire. Doll, do you have anything to say about this?
Good hunter, you have come. Dawn will soon break. This night and this dream will end. Gammon awaits you at the foot of the great tree.
Does he now?
Very well.
So, what we have come to here is what is technically the end of the game. I can end the game right now if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. Obviously, because I have other things to do. I have an entire DLC. And this game has the problem that Dark Souls 1 shares, is that the second that you finish the game, you go right into New Game Plus. No chance, nothing to it. So, we have some things to take care of. So, currently, I sit at, I believe it is, 3 optional bosses in the main game left to do. 1 or 2 side quests to finish up, and then it's on to the end. So, I'm going to see if I can accomplish that all tonight. So